And now from Nat's Music Monthly. Hello once again everyone and welcome back. I am your host Natty and this is my look back on the new music I have been listening to throughout the month of April. This month is also admittedly short on many new pieces of music, but at the same time I have been rather busy, so hey ho. I did listen to a handful of stuff I never had before. Some may be surprising to a few of you considering some were huge hits once upon a time. Some tracks like Me or Old Town Road won't count here because I already did a review of both of them. But yes, without any further ado, let us dive on in, shall we? Okay, so we begin this month's track with this late 90s bop. It's perhaps one of the few times that she will make it into my list, as she's slowed down music output lately. But yes, everyone, Britney is here. This is young Britney too, and saying that this song, jump in straight away, why don't we? Feels like a carbon copy of One More Time. They sound a lot alike, and I think that may have been the point. It was perhaps trying to capitalize off of One More Time's success. It has the late 90s, early 2000s call sign for a mass-produced pop act to follow, and you can definitely tell its age when you hear it. The song also mixes perfectly in with the teen pop genre of the time, and it describes how Britney is going head over heels for a guy. Not too much more than that, really. I am sure you can already picture how it sounds in your head. I do think if you're a new Britney fan and love One More Time, you could very much enjoy this one too. They are very similar. Our next track we'll be taking a look at is one that may be a surprise to a few of you. With a song so well known and popular at one point until its major controversy, it's surprising I haven't heard of it before now. That of course being Bittersweet Symphony. But yes, I haven't heard it in full before, and if I have heard any of it before now, it was only in bits and pieces. No matter, overall I haven't heard this before now, but now that I have, I can speak on it. The song is a great symphony in the background with modern elements, while at the same time the lyrics talk about how life is bittersweet from start to end. It has general themes relating to that base message. It is a very ambitious Britpop song start to end, but it's most known for the controversy and plagiarism that occurred. Ironic how this song talks about the struggle to find money since the band receives nearly nothing from the song now, with most money going to the Rolling Stones. Bittersweet ending for the band for sure, but at least they made a great song out of it. Do take a listen if you haven't heard it by now. Now we come up on another that I haven't heard before, Weezer's Say It Ain't So. It has a great guitar riff throughout that plays along to the lyrics, which tell a story about a teenager struggling in the wake of alcoholism tearing his family apart. The story behind the song is far too complex to write a song about, as it's told, but you should definitely take a look into it on your own sometime. It is a bit of a long one to describe here. The song itself, however, it's great and goes with the story very well. Definitely check it out sometime if you so desire. It's quite a number. This next one is another song I haven't heard before. All of these fit that category. But yes, I haven't heard much of John Legend other than the singles he made after All of Me and All of Me, of course. But I do find him rather talented, this song being one of them that shows it. The song is sonically an experience, and it is a song about love I appreciate. The song isn't one that has a fairy tale ending. It has real experiences in it, the song being one that shows that. The video is powerful as well, certainly check it out. Love is rarely, if ever, the fairy tale description we've had drilled into our heads since we were young. Sometimes it is very dark. This song goes over that very much. It is an excellent song and one I most certainly recommend for the curious. It's one of my favorites by him now that I know that he exists. It has a sonic blast of energy right to the emotions that climaxes beautifully. Definitely check it out. Next up, we have a slightly different kind of song, this one having been introduced to me by my friend Poss. It is a song called Love the Way You Move by an Australian outfit slightly left of center. The song's video was put behind Rasputin, and that brought the band relative fame. But I never knew of this song or the video that made it famous. When my friend linked it to me, though, I have kind of fallen in love with it instantly. It's a high-energy song with a great beat, and I love it. The vocal delivery reminds me of Try Hard Ninja, and that brought a blast from the past for me. The song is about someone being still so determined in love with someone as the other has torn out their heart multiple times. A sort of addiction to love, if you will. But yes, the video is an entertaining one to see. I can't do it justice trying to explain it. The song also has a great beat. It's certainly one I feel you should check out if you so desire. Next up, we have this song, one I haven't heard before, even though it was significantly big back in the day. It samples What's Love Got to Do with It in the hook, which is sung by Fat Joe and Ashanti. The beat is rather notable to me, and it is the beat that makes me wish to suggest this song to you all. You could check it out if you so desire. Other than the beat, the lyrics are revolving around the similar theme of Nelly's Dilemma. And I feel this song was the answer to that one by Fat Joe here, especially with so many shared themes. The song made Ashanti the first woman to hold the top 2 positions on the chart in America, and I find that rather interesting. The video really reflects the early to mid-2000s look very well, especially for a hip-hop/R&B track of the time. We follow up What's Love with another song I haven't heard, but I feel this one is much less well known, other than people who know the soundtracks of the Shrek films very well. But yes, this song is Royal Pain by Eels. Eels featured on the soundtracks of the Shrek films for a while, at first due to the fact that they belonged to DreamWorks' label. Though after one song of theirs blew up on the first Shrek film, I suppose they kept including the outfit in order to go for another hit. But yes, this song I love the beat to, and reminds me of the indie stuff Fun would begin doing 2 years later after this song's release. It even has some of the elements Some Nights had as an album, and also Aim and Ignite all in one. It's essentially Fun before Fun, and I really love that. Of course, Eels as a group is a very long and interesting story, one I wish I could get to one day, but for now, I cannot. I do rather enjoy their stuff. I have been touring around their music throughout April, and I have come to enjoy their work rather well. The lyrics tell of a hectic life where it seems everything around them is trying to ruin all the healthy life options the person tries to make, really taking a beating to their sanity after a while. Which is when the chorus comes blaring out in a large burst of energy, and it really is a great song. If you like indie music of the 2000s, this song I feel you should check out. Alright, and what finishes us off is a song by Phil Collins. It could be a surprise that Phil made an appearance on this list to some of you, especially if you know from the time I reviewed the Brother Bear soundtrack. You would know that I really do not like Phil Collins for the most part music-wise. I may have a favorite in a few songs of the Brother Bear soundtrack, and of course the classic, the legend, In the Air Tonight. But otherwise, most of his stuff I really don't like or just meh with. However, this last month I heard a song on the radio between stations come through, and it was this beauty. This is a gem of a song, and it's quickly become one of my favorites, trailing in behind In the Air Tonight, but still high. So congrats, Phil, you won me over for a song. Speaking of In the Air Tonight, this song borrows many elements from it. like the dark nature and the slow build-up / progression. It all collects together to form the perfect Phil Collins song. A haunting track that is both scary and entertaining at the same time. When Phil wants to, he can really go for it, and this song is an example of him being able to portray a dark tone and seem rather menacing. Lyrically, it is also great. It is clear it was made in a time of major struggle for Phil, and you can really feel it in his delivery. It's amazing. By the end, you can really hear that he is tearing himself apart in his emotions throughout his delivery. His voice even begins to break at some points. It's really an amazing feat to hear. It feels genuine. This is pure Phil right here. Instrumentally, it is an awesome track. Vocally as well, it's an all-round, well-made record. Definitely one I would recommend to check out. Alrighty then everyone, I feel that just about does us for this month. Thank you very much for watching. I know it wasn't many tracks, but it was more than previous months, at the very least. I do hope you enjoyed yourselves, and do let me know your own thoughts on each of these tracks. I have been your host Natty, and I wish you all have a very great day, and farewell.